Something tells me this isn't a bass. It's a big fish. Just running. I need a break from the steelhead, and if I'm honest with you, they probably want a break from me too, so we're gonna try something a little bit different today. It's a little bit of a hike to get down to the river in this spot, so I'll meet you down there. I'm going real simple today. Mainly just be running some spinners. These little Mepps gold ones seem to be the ticket, but we'll have to see. We'll get started right here. Just casting as far as I can to the other side there. Let it a little bit of extra line. And I'm just letting it go through the fast water. Kind of like swinging a fly until it gets down onto this side of the fast water. And then just a nice slow retrieve. It's really deep in this spot. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 12, 15 feet deep out the deepest spot there. There we go, fish. Looks like we got a walleye. Ah, he's gone. That would have been a real treat. Damn. Anyways, I'll show you what we got going on down here. This is a pretty sweet spot. This river is probably best known for its trout fishing, brook trout in particular. And because we're connected to Lake Superior, it also sees a spring run of steelhead, a really decent sized run. In the fall, coho salmon, pink salmon, and a small Chinook salmon run, but that's not what we're here for today. This river also has decent populations of pike and walleye, and if you know where to look, giant smallmouth bass. They're not native here. In this area, we have a year-round open season on smallmouth bass, and they're a really fun fish to target early in the season. Compared to what it's like in the summertime, this river is massive right now. And there are some beasts in here, I'll tell you that. Working this lure really deep and a really slow presentation. Just enough to make the blades flutter. Oh, missed that guy. Whatever that was that just swam by was huge. No idea what it might have been. Could even have been a muskie. There's a big sandbar right out there. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the video or not. And then there's a deep channel between me and that sandbar. And they're all just stacked up in here. Heavy flow out in the main river there. And they're trying to keep out of that. Summertime they'll be out there, chomping down on minnows, all kinds of stuff. There we go. Nice one. Saw that guy come right up from underneath a log in there. All these overhanging bushes and stuff. Perfect cover. Big fish. Oh, there's a whole bunch chasing them around too. Wow. Watch that giant muskie come and eat it. Whoo-wee! That's what I'm here for today, boys and girls. Big, chunky, smallmouth bass. Just huge. Pre-spawn, massive fish. Look at the size of that. Just huge. We'll let that spot rest up for a couple minutes, but we'll come back to it. There's a bunch of fish in there, that's for sure. The fishing in this area never ceases to amaze me. for just about anything that you might want to fish for in Ontario. It's all here. This will be a tricky spot to fish when the water's high like this, but it's a really good spot. Still going with a nice, slow, deep presentation. Water's really cold, so these fish are still pretty lethargic. There we go. Oh yeah. Something tells me this isn't a bass, but you never know. It's a steelhead. Dude, I thought we agreed we were going to take a break from each other for a little while. And you just got me all wet. Apparently we like each other too much and we can't be apart for that long. Not a bad fish. She's been in here a while, the tail's all ripped up. She's a nice fish regardless. Spawning, making more baby steelhead. Ready to go? She gone. Even when you try not to catch them in these rivers, you catch them. This looks like a good spot to try. Starting to get cloudy. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for the fishing. Well, we're into something. What's it going to be? Nice big smallie. Wow, just huge fish. Another beast of a smallmouth. We have a year-round open season on these fish here. They're not supposed to be here. These fish were stocked here years ago. Whether or not that was the MNR or just people doing it illegally, I am not sure, but they're spread out through this entire zone. A lot of the lakes that they've been introduced into used to be spectacular brook trout lakes. The brook trout fishing has declined, and a big reason for that is both of these fish occupy the same parts of the lakes and the same parts of the rivers. So the bass both compete with the brook trout and also eat the brook trout. See if we can't get a couple more. Just like that, another fish. Smaller fish. Wonder what it's going to be. Another decent smallie. Nice to see that sun coming back out. They all have their own personality. Another chunky smallmouth. One of the cool things about fishing the rivers and the lakes in this area, you don't necessarily know what you've hooked into until you've seen it. It's pretty exciting. And we'll just carry on. Look at that. Crazy. This guy's really bulldogging it. Just got his head down. What do we got here? We got the famous walleye. It's a pretty decent sized fish, actually. Very cool. It's pretty exciting when you don't know what you're going to hook into. That is a really nice walleye right there. Really nice size. Seeing as walleye just opened up here, this is going to make a tasty meal. Another fish. This one's quite a bit heavier. You're not going in those trees, buddy. They're all just stacked up right out there. Just bass after bass after bass. Even the suckers are out to play today. No point in stopping just yet. Although it does look like rain. And another one. Hard fighting fish. And another one. You can go whenever you want. See ya. Just running. This one's bulldogging quite a bit too, and this is a heavy fish. Of course, I don't know what this fish is going to be yet. Staying down. Might be another walleye. Yep. Another nice walleye. Beauty fish. You can only keep one walleye over 46 centimeters here, and I have that fish. How about down this way? Can we get a fish down here? We can. What's it gonna be? Ooh, another big smallie. Swam right into the net for me. Another big chunky smallmouth right there. Beauty. Well, that's a little bit of multi-species action for you in this neck of the woods, and in particular, what the bass fishing can be like here if you know where to look. I feel like there's a storm starting to move in, so I'm heading home to eat. See you next time. Fish right there at my feet. Ooh, another big smallie. Big one. Oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. That was a nice big fish.